unveiled a new ad about the economy. Watch.
750,000 jobs lost this year. Our financial system in turmoil. And John McCain, erratic in the crisis.
Is all this John McCain's fault, Jamal?
Well, the way he responded to it is certainly his fault. I think what we've seen out of John McCain over the course of the last few months is he had this sort of surprise pick of Sarah Palin, who he'd only met one time before the day he offered her the job. Then the economic crisis happens. He decides, I'm going to suspend my campaign, and not only that, we should push back the date of the first debate, and I'm going to go to Washington and solve the problem. He goes to Washington, and the problem blows up, and it fails in the House of Representatives. And then John McCain is now out on the trail, and his own campaign people are saying they have to go negative because they can't talk about the economy, and they're just throwing stuff up against the wall. Stuff is the polite word I'll use. They're just throwing stuff up against the wall and trying to see what will stick. And so this campaign has got to get back to where Barack Obama is. He's strong, he's steady, he's reasoned, he's rational, and John McCain, frankly, is a little erratic and it's kind of trigger happy. It's sort of ready, shoot, aim.
Terry, what do you expect tomorrow night?
Well, I expect that because it's kind of a town hall setting, that the people will get to decide the tone and way this thing plays out. And John McCain has done thousands of town hall meetings. He's really good in this setting, but he's also got everything on the line. Karen was right about this time in the campaign. It is choosing time. I think we need to make sure that our supporters are there, that there's an aggressive effort to get everybody that thinking about supporting him to definitely support him, and then to focus on those swing voters, those undecideds who are still looking for a place to go ultimately in the campaign. I think those folks need to hear who's going to be the steadier leader in tough economic times, in a war, in a global war on terror. That's really what's going to make the difference tomorrow night.
I hope they
Joan, you think there's anybody, you think there are still people who don't know who they're going to vote for, Joan?
That's what the polls tell us, Larry. I can't understand it. Four of us here have our minds made up clearly, and there's lots of evidence. There's lots of evidence, on both sides to help you support your candidate. But I think it is such a time of economic uncertainty for people that, there are people who maybe wouldn't give Barack Obama a look because he is newer, who are looking at him. I've been hearing that from people who are walking precincts for him, that these economic issues, Larry, you've always been my role model. I never want to retire either, but now I can't. So, there are a lot of people who don't have the jobs that we have that we love, who really were looking forward to retiring, to spending time with their grandchildren, who literally can't. And that's creating a climate of uncertainty that I think is bad for John McCain, because I think some of those undecideds are really going to break for Obama in this crisis.
Well, Larry, I have another look at Saturday. I'll come right back to you, Karen. We're going to take another look at Saturday Night Live, keeping us laughing all the way to Election Day. Watch after we come back.